Hey guys, welcome to a brand new episode of Harry Potter Hogwarts Mystery. Before we get into today's video, just wanted to say a special thanks to everybody who helped contribute to this video. The community coming across Reddit, Discord, and Twitter. To these people who contributed, thank you very much. Okay, so today's video is going to be about the top 5 features that the Harry Potter Hogwarts Mystery community, that coming from Twitter, Reddit, Facebook, that you guys voted as features that you would like in the game in the future. So we're going to be going through them in a 5-to-1 order, voting, looking at the most popular top 5 that, we had a lot of ideas. So I'm going to be putting a link in the description below to the Excel file, which actually has the list of all the different ideas if you're curious about looking at what those are. But we're going to be getting into the top 5 most popular ones that were voted for. So that being the ones which most people were asking for in future updates. Now, being that some of the categories had things that were quite vague and that lots of people were saying the same thing but just in different ways, we'll be talking about some of those different ideas as well, because there's a lot of good, exciting ideas that you guys have come up with. And let this video be a sign of just feedback of what we'd like the future of the game to look like. This is not a complaining about the game. I think the changes they have made are brilliant. If you'd have seen it in beta, it's improved so much. But what Jam City have shown is that they will take user feedback on board. They sent out questionnaires before asking for feedback, and they made the changes that people were asking for. So hey, if we ask for it, and if you hit the like button and get this out so they can see this, then who knows, some of these changes we're asking for will be coming in future updates. So a clue to number 5, this guy is a pet of Hagrid, and that brings us to what most people were asking for at number 5, pets. Now, pets are an integral feature of Harry Potter Hogwarts Mystery Experience. Harry had Hedwig the Owl, Ron had Scabbers the Rat, Hermione with Crookshanks, and even Neville Longbottom with Trevor the Toad. Everybody had pets at the beginning. It was part of going into the Hogwarts experience, and that's why I think this is coming at number 5. A lot of people asked for this. Now, they could choose to implement this many ways. If they were going to just go with the basic form, okay, so you could just choose a cat from a store potentially and purchase it, and it may be just displayed by your avatar. If they wanted to take it another level, you might actually be able to build up experience with that through playing little mini games, caring for it, taking it like almost like a Tamagotchi style. That may be like a game in itself, being implemented it to it. But either way, I think just that little difference, even if they had the implementation of it being just next to your avatar, I think that would be good enough and would meet some people's expectations. In the same way we have accessories, it's quite nice to personalize your avatar and makes that Hogwarts experience a little bit more realistic. Now at number 4, a lot of ideas came in for this, so I put it all under the term of more things to do. If you're used to looking up at your top right of your screen and seeing that horrible countdown with that lack of energy to start a class and finish it, then you're probably used to waiting a long period of time before you can actually come back to a classroom to progress through the storyline. Now, this may not be too much of a bad feature, because I think if you were able to progress like non-stop, you'd finish the game pretty quickly. Now, these guys have got to obviously have more time to create the storyline, create the content, create all the animations and everything that goes behind it. So that's not too much of a bother. But I think actually if they added more things around this would make the game just that little bit more enjoyable. Now, everybody came up with some really, really good ideas. So I'm just going to go through some of my top few favorites that people came up with. Now, one of the most popular ideas was mini-games. This came up in a lot of different forms, being, being able to duel with other people for fun. So like maybe going up to Ronan and having a duel, and maybe that lending itself towards, your friendship level. Playing gobstones with people, having some other implementation of mini games, maybe some broom related things. And I think these would be a really good side thing to have, of if they added in that extra bit of, well, actually if you play some of those things you can earn some energy back to help you progress in the storyline. Obviously they do mean creating a whole nother game within a game potentially, but if they're just kept simple and they're not too overcomplicated, I think it could help pass the time whilst you're waiting for energy to recover. Coming back to the potential option of having pets in future updates, that could be another side mini game that you have, maybe taking care of your pet, which potentially could lead to rewards in the form of gems, energy, coins. One of the best ideas that I probably read in some of the comments that people made was the idea of mini games in terms of collecting cards. So maybe like if you went to the shop and you purchased some chocolate frogs, you actually had the chance to get cards from them, and you're trying to collect those cards. Once you collect all those cards, potentially get some rewards in buffs to empathy stat or knowledge stat, buffs in terms of max experience, or some gems reward. Something that could also, you know, maybe not something that was too expensive in terms of coins, but you could do a class and then use some of those coins to potentially get some buffs that would help you going forward. I really like that idea, even if it didn't have a reward. Just the idea of collecting some cards would be quite entertaining, and being able to purchase them in the shop. I think having some really rare ones that would be hard to obtain, again, would just add to that kind of extra little something that, you know, almost like the whole kind of Pokemon collecting the rarer ones. It'd be something to show off, maybe having those cards as your like backdrop or something, some kind of buff that you might get from those to show off. I'd be definitely wanting to go for 100% cards. That one I think would be probably quite easy to implement into the game. Obviously they just have to create the maybe animations for opening a pack, the different cards, and then adding that into the shop's potential thing that you can buy for gems. Maybe I'd quite like to have that, something like that to be kept for like coins. So obviously you just can't pay to play and just get all of the cards all at once by just pure gemming it. And I imagine lots of you guys have a lot of good ideas, so definitely pop your comments in the description below if you have anything, ones that you think would be a really nice addition, and who knows, maybe they'll implement them in future updates. In third place was the idea of having better customization in shops. Mainly this pertained a lot of people in terms of hair and your ability to dye your hair certain colours. Tonks has pink hair, and I imagine the colour change wouldn't be too difficult to implement, right? So very simple change. Let's see somebody was asking for purple, let's see some red hair. Now I don't know how things are outside of the UK, but going around England, it wouldn't take long before you popped into anybody with blue, purple, red hair, because hey, that's what a lot of people are doing right now. So I can understand how frustrating it must be when you have red hair and that's your best option of ginger, when it might just not fit, or if you have purple and you literally have nothing that comes close to it. Because I like having an avatar that fits closely to me. Something I'd like to see is more option in glasses. They did actually add this changes to adding these, the iceberg glasses, these ones which are probably closest to my glasses, but they're just slightly too round. Can we have some more square glasses, please? That would be really nice. More accessories in terms of, you know, necklaces. I bought this scarf because it's one of the most expensive. I think it's in level 17, but I don't even like this scarf. I just wear it because to show off. I think I might switch back to this. Yeah. But like this is kind of cool. Just more features like that, which are more individual. Yes, you have to pay 150 gems for it, but some other free options, or coin related options, I mean, that you can actually purchase. I think they will be definitely adding some more accessories to it, as they've continued to add them in beta. From beta there were very few options, and now they've added some things. Some people have complained that the clothing is a little outdated. What? Outdated? This funky apparel is like so 2018 right now. You can walk down the street and you will see people like this. This is like 2019. This is... Who made this? Yeah, I get that. Obviously, more options do become available as you unlock them. I'm going to be putting out a video just so everybody knows what to expect when all these unlockable items. You know, if you're thinking, God damn it, I want somebody with a raincoat and a bow tie. That's me. Well, you're in luck, because that's one of the final upgrades that you can get. Yeah, some people were just saying these aren't very like modern. I think this coat is quite modern. I might go back to my coat. I quite like my coat. And this, I'd wear this shirt. I'd legit buy this shirt. So more customization in terms of some of the clothes you can wear. People were asking for changes in colors. So if you change my trousers, I have to have black and the blue shoes, which I happen to like. But hey, what if I want blue shoes with these blue jeans? So maybe some customization within shoes and trousers, shorts being a distinct category from shoes, and then being able to make individual adjustments. So if I wanted this shirt in a different color, like say light blue, that would be really nice to be able to do. Color changes shouldn't be too hard to implement. I say that, I have no experience of how difficult it probably is. But yeah, it'd be nice to be able to change to black shoes with red shorts. I think that would be just a nice change on its own. The main points of which I think people are asking for are in hairstyles, hair color being the kind of main priority there. Colors in terms of some of the items that you choose and being able to distinguish between, color shoes and color trousers, and maybe some more accessories that you can make it more customizable to who you are now, like how you dress. Like, this is not me. Hoodie. I want a hoodie. Can I have the option of a hoodie? No, these guys don't even have hoodies. So things that were more modern, like that literally is how I would dress, bar the, I would not wear the boots. That's not me. This one I don't think we need to be too worried about. I imagine it's probably coming our way. But just hopefully letting them know that, colour of hair, a lot of people are asking for that. Now finally, one of the most popular demands in customization, a lot of people were saying that their hairstyle looks like, when you order fries from McDonald's, and you know what I'm saying? Don't worry guys, this is implemented. You can unlock this, what I'm gonna call McDonald's fries look. If anybody has this look, please tweet me a picture. Nobody will tweet me a picture, right? I'm talking blonde hair as well. I'm talking blonde hair. Black hair probably actually suits. Oh yeah, black hair, that's normal, but like blonde hair. Yeah. In second place is friendships. Not just friendships with Runkana Ben Copper and the likes. Friendships with other players, other people entering into the Hogwarts mystery. Having some kind of Facebook link so you can see if your friends are online playing this, and then maybe potentially challenging them to PvP duels. That would be a really nice feature to have. Maybe earning some energy for beating your friends, earning some gems for beating friends, building up your wizarding skill level. Maybe have different tiers. Say first tier is okay, you get given the normal, the way the duel is now. The next tier might be advanced, so those kind of outlines where you draw spells gets taken away. So if you're doing Lumos, you got to do that. You got to know off by heart, or cheat like I do and just refer to my spells chart. But something like that makes it, something you're working for to become a better wizard. Something that, values your experience of having lots of duels and being a good dueler. The dueling feature is obviously very much paper, rock, scissors at the moment. Maybe some adjustments to that might make it a little bit more complex. Obviously, they've got the fact that if you are a higher ability level, you will do more damage. And so there's one way where it will actually have been playing this a lot will give you more experience and make you a better wizard. Or if you've been playing from beta, you're in a ridiculous level like I am. They've obviously put a cap on it, so don't worry, I'm not getting any higher. The other people aren't getting any higher than they already are now. At second place, a ton of people were asking for this feature, and I think it sits with most games that when people have got a single player game, they inevitably want to have a PvP element. Now if you look at the likes of popular franchises like Pokemon Go, PvP was one of the #1 thing that was asked for around that, and it took them a long time, and they still haven't implemented it, So let's hope this game doesn't become one of those things, because when I think a lot of people are asking for it, it just can make the game so much better. If they implement it away, I wouldn't mind if this feature, takes a while to implement, because I imagine, building it in might take a long time. Being that they've already got the set dynamics for the duels at the moment though, I don't know how complex it would be. It would take a lot of time, but a lot of people are asking for a Gem City. So if you implement this, this would be great. Now I also put in people who voted for dueling outside of your friendship group with your Harry Potter Hogwarts mystery friends, this would be quite a good way, nice way of leveling up your current levels. Currently, you have to do missions with them to level them up. It would be nice to have some other way of being able to do that, and to say, me and Rowan, we're like a level 80. We're tight. We've been through a lot of duels. I've beaten him a lot of time. So it'd be nice to have something like that along the side of it. Because come on, dueling is like the biggest part of Harry Potter. If you're going to be fighting some Death Eaters later on, you're going to want to be like a really good wizard. And for me, features like learning some of the spells off by heart, although it may become harder at first to get to a point where I know them off by heart, I would find that quite rewarding. And finally, number 1, you probably can guess it, the most popular thing by far, voted by most people, is energy. A revamp in the energy system. A lot of people have suggested a reduction in the timer, ranging. More often people have suggested, not like every 30 seconds, but like a minute and a half to 2 minutes, cutting that 4 minute down. To allow that time to reduce, which means more people can play more with it. For me, I don't think that they're going to do that. It's already gone from 5 minutes to 4 minutes from the beta, and being that they didn't make that change then, I'm not too sure that they will make that change, because they used that beta period probably to gain an idea of how long it takes people to complete a year before they can actually use that time to create an update, so that they just kind of flow into the next one. So I don't think there's going to be a massive change in that respect. And that's where I think the change in the energy system, the best way they can do it is by adding more things around the storyline. Things that you can do that don't cost energy, that will actually allow you to earn gems or energy so you can progress in the storyline. Tapping into why people have problems with the energy. The problem with the energy system is people want to experience Hogwarts school, okay? And when you're going into a classroom and you're halfway through it and you've got to wait an hour and a half before you can go back into doing it again, well, you're kind of dipping in that experience and then dipping out. I think if they actually put something in place like free things, free mini games, free side quests, things that don't require energy, that actually maybe allow you to earn energy, earn gems so you can purchase energy, I think that's going to be a better focus of their attention. Because you might be able to play a game for mini game for 20 minutes and earn an extra 5 energy, which might not make too much of a difference in how quickly people progress through the year, but that still helps people feel like they're getting that Hogwarts experience, and allowing them to progress through it faster, rewarded for actually spending time on it, grinding through certain quests, little mini games, to be able to get that energy so that they can do it. I think if they're smart about it and they implement that at the same time as implementing other in-app purchases via customization, via collectibles, I think then they're going to offset that and allow them to be able to be more rewarding with gems and energy in the future to help people get something out of it. I've seen that so many people voted for it. It would suggest that it needs some kind of tweaking in allowing people to have some form of activity within the game around the classes or things that require energy to do so. So they were just the top 5, but there were some really good ideas from other people that didn't make the top 5. So we had offline play, Quidditch, which I was surprised it didn't make it. That came in 6th place. Obviously a lot of people were asking for Quidditch as well. More involvement with making potions, so rather than just the signs, potentially earning ingredients, finding ingredients, actually getting ingredients list and then putting them together. I think that would be a really nice addition into the game as well. Interactive library, as we talked about before. Bedrooms, so customizable bedrooms was something that was also quite popular. Be able to have your own dorm, bed bunk where you can customize it to your liking. Daily login rewards. Year 3 obviously was a big ask as well. Raids, so I think we're far off raids, but future raids, taking down Death Eaters together with PvP, with some of your Working to take down maybe some big bosses with your friends in duels, that would be a really nice introduction in the future. More choices to be good or bad was also an option. So some people were saying that they would actually like some options to be bad in it, you know, that it was very much geared towards saving the school, potentially actually, you know, having something on the bad side, or, you know, accessing the curse vaults for some bad means would make the game a little bit more, give the game a little bit more variety. Okay, well, that's everything for this video. Hopefully you've enjoyed it, and hopefully you've enjoyed some of the updates that you guys have come up with. If any of you guys have any other ideas, please do pop them in the comments section below. I love reading them, and I will hopefully respond to them as soon as possible as well. Okay, that's all for this one. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you have, hit the like button please, and hit subscribe if you want to keep up to date with future information. That's all from me. See you soon.